worry, I'm done talking. It's no point, only in myself. I've been going through struggles like I don't need anything. Not for anything but my pockets, nigga, I need it. My heart bleeding, can you see it? Been trying to make a turn in my life, but I ride with demons. There's so many perks in my life, yet I'm popping 30s. Geeking for what ops, my adversaries should worry. I'm done talking, it's no point, only in myself. I've been going through struggles like I don't need any help. My pain loud, my soul cries, but you won't hear me yelp. Let my heart freeze up and I ain't won't even mope. Shout out to my bros that hold me down. Anyway, arguing with peons, how that sound? Anyways, I could be target in my town for anything. But like I took a basic driving course, I can get away. Every day the feds shooting at us like this Waco. So fuck the reparations, give me 40s in the Draco. When I was young, I flew to that back to get that payroll. Grinding for the day I could fly the Turks and Caicos. The irony is I went overseas when I was 19. Long flight, but it was nice. I just beat some felonies. Out there for like 3 months, traveling like backpacking. I even caught a charge there too. Me and Eric punching, that was back then. Old news, let me go back in. Time's hard. When you through, you start relaxing. I just wanna live for my niggas doing the big. Watching me like there he is, my nigga on the shit. There's motivation if you ask me. Niggas need to stay in their lane. I keep that crash seat. I play the game cool cause these bangers looking for box seats. Watching what you say to repeat it. Copy. Wig fighting cases that Brody just beat the charge for. My little homie ran up his time. Glad he don't got more. Jaquan baby mother took a plea for a 5-piece. Pray they never argue over kids or a side piece. I'm standing on my 10 with no leverage. Mishandling these pressures, forgetting that it take effort. My pride to get in my way, so I be hiding shit, trying to get anything I can flip to get out of debt. I'm dead tired.
Yo, we getting lit, you know. We trying to get everybody in this motherfucker. We finna get lit real soon, You already know.
Like taking the charge, I can't afford the lawyer. And to yo,
gotta let my followers know, gotta let my peoples know. Let them know, pull up to the most litest IG live podcast in the goddamn city. Hey, that was Born to Win Music, man. How y'all doing today, man? Hope y'all doing good, real good. Just gotta let everybody know, tune into this joint. Shit. Hope everybody had a very productive week. I know I did. Shout out everybody pulling up. Do y'all want me to shake some ass and give you 20 minutes? I'm walking up. Oh, yeah. We most definitely gonna have to pull that up on the motherfucking live. We're gonna have to see some ass get shaked tonight. It's a motherfucking Wednesday, man. We lit all goddamn night, man. Let me see Mercedes. Where Mercedes at? Yo, that's my partner right there. Hope she not asleep. Where Mercedes at? Shit, what y'all on? What y'all on right now? Shit. Just be waiting for Mercedes to pull up. But yeah, what we finna crank right now, dude? I had Brody send me some shit the other day. I don't think we got time to play his stuff, but I think I'm gonna play this joint real quick. This nigga mellow hard as fuck. Where's Mercedes at? Anybody see Mercedes? Tell her why she late, man. I don't wanna hear
beat swerve. Fuck you nigga talking about. That me, bitch. Frank Miller on the motherfucking beat. So long and I flip it, bring it back 16. Straight drop a water whip, either way we serve fiends. Okay. Nigga riding dirty, but you know my ride clean. 3 zips in the trunk, half a zip in my jeans. It's a freestyle off the head, let me slide. All my niggas got malice and tickets, yeah we wild. 30s on the 40s, if you pull up and get violent. We some real steppers when it's pressure move silent. You ain't really serving, you no plug, I know you working. For that bitch and leave with that little hoe quick, get no perky. Can't fuck with these niggas, man, I know these niggas perky. Come and get the shooting, all my niggas get a purge. Just to play these local ass niggas, why they hurt us? My niggas catch your bodies, we the reason for the murders. All the play a beat, cause that little hoe pussy fertile. You know that young nigga, he be snapping like a turtle. with him. Exposed the pressure leaking through the garage door. One middleman player put a nigga on God mode. I'm fucking on some shit look like a Nicki Minaj hoe. These niggas catfishing, robbing, that what the ride for. Tuckin' had no pressure, what the fuck did he die for? If he ain't really stepping, what the fuck you gon' ride for? Until hit the 30, started hitting some high notes. Bust out with the 30, made that bitch hit a high note. I done seen it, niggas ain't cold as me. Who the fuck they supposed to be? Niggas claiming they close to me, doors locked, they can't roll with me. You can't eat this shit for with me, begging niggas to notice me. Swerve on you like just no really 40, singing like Jodeci. Designer down, you can tell that's why she keep on throwing me. The more you niggas hate, the more money keep coming close to me. I want you watching me, so my streams will be where they supposed to be. Ain't caring about no nigga, bitch, you was supposed to roll with me.
Smoking dead niggas, we gon' keep that shit political. Last nigga spent the block alive, but it's a miracle. All them bullets hit the car, it should've been critical. How the fuck that nigga still alive and mysterical, bitch? Hey, I'm kicking shit like just a talker. I was finna take it serious to that level for my brother. Got some head from a stripper, I ain't paid. Had the buckle, even though I let her suck me, she could treat me like no sorcerer. Hey, every day you get a chance to get some money, nigga, run you up some bands. If your dog down, nigga, give your dog a hand. If you play, cut him off, at least you gave your dog a chance. He trippin', ayy, it ain't no fucking up the motion, and I rhyme with my glee. If you thinking that I'm loafing, bust a nigga head if I catch a nigga scoping. Pray to God it don't come to that, but I'm just being open. Bitch, Swerve on this bitch, nigga, big swerve, nigga, who is swerve? That's me. Fuck you niggas talking about, nigga.
Right. You already know. That was some heat right there, like that shit. Shit, what else? I got him 2 times. He just dropped something new. Hold up. Shit, where Mercedes at? You just waiting for Mercedes quick. Getting everybody to join this quick. You know what I mean? You know, had a little tough week, but you know, God is good. God is good. We cranking on. We cranking on. Shout out Judah. Shout out Judah. Yo, shout out Treydamanager. You know, we just waiting for things a little start up. You know, she probably got some technical difficulties going down over there. But you know, trying to get that joint right for the night. You know, topic of the night is DC Sound. You know what I mean? The latest, the Chocolate City. You know what I mean? But before we get into that, I gotta play Lil Bro real quick.
Hybrid work is better with Lucid, the visual collaboration suite. Brainstorm visually on an infinite canvas. I did.
Safest on the dash. Who say money won't ease pain, cause they lie. I grab my Glock and she's just on down. Circle keep getting shorter, problems keep getting longer. I wore my heart up on my sleeve, but the mountains on. The way that them in dirty, had to get from around them. My heart on froze, they did me bad, so I prefer it. My isolation changed. Pull my cup and spot that J and take me different places. It's just too much on my mind. Need to clear. It's too much on my mind. I need to clear. I don't want that love. I'm too young for my life and love. Whoever's stuck in this collect. Whoever lives. I done just wanna take off, ease my pain. Friends ain't really friends. We ain't just friends. When I will we all when I take that solo L. Got toxic, but my fam don't wanna see me. I just wanna live fast. Get the paper, fuck a safe, it's on the dash. They say money don't ease pain, cause they lie. Scammers teach me paper tricks, they talking. They want me praying, some gossip ain't gon' be like. Fuck with they say, I'm tunneled in my vision, block out bluffing. They say no watch like a TV, like look at how he bustin'. Just like a plug on fly, I got a low buzz now. Every choke bitch, if I don't hit, she gon' do what I say.
Well, yeah. What's up, Maybach Cherry? You in the building, man. Where you been? We've been looking for you. What's up?
You been looking for me. I heard you were for me.
Yeah, man. We here.
How was your week?
Man, my week, a little ups and downs. I had a little situation going on in my family. My father passed away, but we finna live it up. We finna live it up.
Our condolences. Thank you for participating today.
I'm not most definitely. We finna be lit every Wednesday. It's a movement, man. We going hard. We going crazy. Let's go.
Period. That's what's up. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're dedicated just as I am, and I really appreciate it.
We gotta be dedicated for the culture. Gotta be dedicated for the people. You know what I mean? They need this.
All right. So, what happened this week? Was you outside? Did you go outside this week?
Shit, I ain't sure. After hearing a whole bunch of shit in the news talking about motherfuckers doing pop-up terrorist attacks, I'm like, nah, niggas got cool. Niggas got
why you always be starting our shit off with the most craziest fucking... It's a bomb threat. Why you always be knowing about all the killings?
Man, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit podcast IG from 8 to 10 p.m. You already know we go crazy every Wednesday night.
I'm just like, why do you always be knowing about all this? You need to stop watching the damn news. Like, you really do.
I don't watch the news. The news come to me. Oh. There's a difference. Yeah, the news come to you now. You don't go to the news. Yeah, shit. Everything's on the phone. You know what I mean? All business through the phone.
I'm like, where is Carter? Gotta call him. But keep going. I'm just doing my producer stuff.
Yeah, Carter pulling up on us first.
Carter and Trey.
Hey. Shout out Big A-Wall.
Yes, we see
you
peeking in.
Hey.
See what you got. Right,
yeah, they like to pull up late, you know what I mean? It's all good.
Slowing it down. They're from Washington D.C. or the DMV area today. So today is more so. Y'all let's see. Y'all let's see what's the vibe today, but it's definitely DC sound. We got some really cool guests today. Waiting for them to hurry up. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the first.
Trey say he ready.
I'm ready. I'm trying to figure out. Give me
appreciate you everybody popping up.
Straight for here.
She got the plug number 2. Hold up, you got to pull up.
Yeah. You already know I be plugged in.
It's not playing.
All right, well, On to next. But they catch him at the show. Y'all go figure it out in your time. If I'm 3 minutes late, that's all y'all grace period. That's it. 6 minutes.
We adding Trey right now?
Yep, let's do it.
Alright.
Okay, this is Fucking Gangsta by Too Much D. I'm about to play his music real quick and then get the interview started.
Shit, you gon' wanna speak on the life, baby. Lord knows if you be quiet, it's gonna be a lot of shit you ever call a life. My mama know I been a fucking gangster since
What it do?
Let a nigga play with me.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Fuck about it, nigga, leave a nigga in the fucking ditch. Yeah, I was trying to see the nigga turn to a skeleton. Hold up, why you talk like that? Hold up, why is nigga like that? Hold up, he ain't never capped. That nigga played with his brother, he gon' bust your ass. Bust your fucking head if I was loyal to you, snake me out. The niggas ain't on my level, so I take a different route. If it ain't my real beef, I ain't tripping about what a nigga say. Unless he drop his nuts, bitch, I want you try your way. You stand on that shit and use that gun and sing around. If I die, it's because I ain't told you God about a plan. Ain't tripping about a nigga know that I ain't playing. If he kill me, he know he killed me real man. Ooh, I gotta say something for small niggas. You better stay out the way, don't be a dumb nigga. Hey, I ain't gotta say how I'm coming. Them niggas know I ain't front. I bet I bust you here, but fuck the man. I get 250 on the fucking dash.
That was Too Much D, Fucking Gangsta. We're gonna run it back once we have a music break. But
Hey, shout out to you.
hello, go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
I go by Treydamanager.
Well, hello, Trey, the manager. How are you today?
How you doing, man? Good evening.
How are you today? What's up?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. So go ahead and tell us about yourself. Introduce yourself so we don't got to ask those basic questions. Go ahead. Tell the people who you are.
I go by Treydamanager. I manage, a couple artists, comedians, models around the area. That's just what I do.
Okay, so Bruce, can you go ahead and proceed?
As far as the area, which area do you manage pertaining?
Well, the people I manage, they throughout the DMV area. I ain't got no Maryland people in DC. They're in DC area.
Okay.
And just a couple names for us, like just shout out a couple names. If some of them don't know, they already know.
I manage Killer Keisha. I manage Cray.
Hey.
And I'm K the model.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, man?
You don't just manage rappers, you manage artists.
Artists, and I got a model.
Okay. So how did you get into that? Like,
huh?
How did you get into that?
Well, I was actually working with Davey Ruffin first. And through Davey Ruffin, that's when I met Kelly Keisha, and I started working with her. And ever since I was working with her, man, we've been locked in. I just started working with the model like 3 weeks ago. I just got her into a magazine. We actually getting ready to go to Miami on the 23rd, where she gonna do a photo shoot with Miami Black Ink Crew.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? Shout out, man. Congratulations.
Got some moves going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the difference? Is it harder to manage females than male clients?
Yeah, it is. It is hard. I mean, you said, is it harder to manage female?
Yeah, like, is it harder? Because you got male, I heard you say male and female artists. So is it harder to manage a male or a female, or is it harder to manage a male and a female? Like, or is it just equal?
I mean, it all depends on, like, if the person going to listen to you and listen to what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing where it is now. Like the people I work with, they listen. You know what I'm saying? They listen to what I got to say. You know what I'm saying? They do what I tell them we got to do in order to get where we got to go. You know what I'm saying? That's like the main thing. Like a lot of these people out here don't want to listen. So it's just, you can't work with everybody because they don't want to listen.
Okay, so when you like, why do you think they don't want to listen?
It's just because everybody think they know it all. So it's just like they don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
I understand that. I mean, so you know, as you know, that I'm learning how to be a manager. So I always listen to a lot of your advice. So from a manager, like, as well as me being a beginning manager where I'm still learning, I'm with a lot of people not necessarily knowing what management provides. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so could you elaborate on that? Like, what does a manager do?
Like a manager, like, helps the clients get into things that they can't get for themselves, or better places, or take their career better. You know what I'm saying? But it all depends on the artist and the client. You know, it's just like if they really want it. You know what I'm saying? They really dedicated to it. They really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I can't work if you don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be working. Like I can't like, I don't like slackers. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got other people that I work with too that I got on contract that, you know, that pay me on a monthly basis, that's like still moving slow. You know what I'm saying? That still ain't really got it together.
So why would you put an artist on a monthly like a monthly plan like that?
I mean, they already signed up to work with me, so I mean, I can't do nothing until they present some work to me to present to the world. You know what I'm saying? So if they want to keep the plan, they signed the contract. They want to keep paying me. I'm not gonna stop the money.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, what would like? What am I?
Oh, you saying like, why would I make them pay?
Yeah, you know, me and you have talked about this privately, so I want you to elaborate on that.
Okay, so the reason why I make people pay me is because of my time. You know what I'm saying? Like the person I work with Davey Ruffin before, and you know I wasted a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? We fucked up a lot of stuff. You know, didn't go as planned. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like now, it's just like you got to pay me for my time. I got a lot of artists that hits my DM that say, yeah, I need a manager, I'm trying to work. But it's just like when I get the music, it's don't be like nothing I can work with. So it's just like if I gotta invest my time to make you pop, I need that money, because it's just like I'm not guaranteed to get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's gonna be a lot of free stuff that I gotta get for you, and like my time is just like, you know, valuable. You know what I'm saying?
I completely understand what you're saying. Or like, I mean, from what I've been dealing with, I'm gonna just talk about from my management experience. It's like little things like I'm like hounding these producers for beats. And then I send over like a catalog of beats, and then it's like it takes them forever, like just to look at them.
See, the thing with that is just like the producers here, they don't make the beats that I think these artists need. You know what I'm saying? It's
okay, so elaborate on that, because we got producers coming in and they beg to differ. So go ahead and throw your 2 cents out there, because they beg to differ.
Because it's just like if you look at like the Lil Babies, the 42 Dougs, they got the type of beats they got compared their type of music compared to the sound that we got is way different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe so.
Like, let's think about it. Tell me 3 artists whose songs went viral in across the world. Tell me 3 artists. Can you name 3 artists? Can you?
With the go-go sound, with the DC sound?
With the DC sound. They're playing them on the radio on a daily basis.
Only person I know is Wale. That's the only person I can say.
Thank you. My point exactly. The same rappers that we got here are the same age as Lil Baby, 42 Doug and them. No Savage and them is the same age as them. So why is their music not being played across the world?
I don't necessarily agree that that's the producer's fault. Because
it's not the producer's fault. It's just like the music that these artists are making. You know what I'm saying?
It's the artist beat selection.
Mm-hmm.
They're only picking the songs that sound, the beats that have the simple pockets in them. Like, they want those. And that's me. Like, I can't wait until a producer gets on here. So, because that's why I brought a producer with you. That's why I initially put a producer with you. Because their thoughts on it is just that the artists are just not doing what they're supposed to do. Like, the difference is they have, I'm not going to go into
it. They're doing the bare minimum. They're doing the bare minimum. And
it's
like community service work at this point.
I just
community service, because it's just like, if you're not going to do what you're supposed to do, you're doing community service. It's community service work.
Okay, so elaborate on that for the people that I mean, I don't necessarily feel like it's a different generation of music. I feel like because a lot of us are still tapped into the younger generation, so we're still open enough. I'm reading the comment. We're still open enough to receive the younger generation and accept them in the space that they're in. So I don't feel like it's a different generation of music for us. It's the repetition.
Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not like, the reason I only work with like females, I prefer to work with female artists as opposed to males, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
The reason I work with females over males because, like, the male rappers, they come with too much stuff. You know what I'm saying? They making a lot of this sliding music and all this stuff, and when it's time to like go out and work, they can't go out. You know what I'm saying? Because they beefing with this person, they beefing with that person. So it's like you put me in a risk, because now when we go out, I gotta watch my back because these people might be trying to kill you. So it's just like I can't like work with no male rapper because of the type of stuff that comes with them. You know what I'm saying? With a female, okay, yeah, they may get into it with a couple girls, you know what I'm saying? That's like stuff that I can handle. You know what I'm saying? I can't handle nobody shooting us up when we come from the club.
I completely understand that, and that's something to think about as management. I never thought about that. Like, a lot, and that's a really, really good point. A lot of male artists, they end up being involved heavily into the stuff that they're rapping about.
Too much. It's just like, and they make this type of music, like, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I can't take them to no clubs because they don't want to go to the clubs because so-and-so might be is over here, one of their ops is over here, and one of their ops is over there. So it's just like too much to be involved in. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, I completely get
it. Do you think is the sliding music? Do you think you can't work with a different type of genre type of artist, like, you know, R&B, or who's not involved in the streets, like someone who's probably like, you know, like a Kyle, or like who like a Drama or something like that?
I would love to work with those type of artists, but it's just like the only artists I'm getting is the artists that want to make the sliding music. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I started working with Killer Keisha, yeah, she make the trap music too, but after I had to open up to make better music, you know what I'm saying? And she was open up to give me better music, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna slide the other stuff in there too, because that's what she came in the game with. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I need the girl stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like
make us twerk, make us sad, make us cry, like,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like
an R&B singer in the background crying it out, like,
you know what I'm saying? But like since I started working with her, I done seen her give me both sides. You know what I'm saying? Her last album that we dropped, Trap Mama, we gave them both sides. You know what I'm saying? We gave them sexy music, we gave them the trap side. She even mixed it up. You know what I'm saying? So it was good. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I'm reading the comments. People gotta make world music that getting ready
That's what I'm saying. That's saying they making music for the niggas, and like the niggas is not the people that's really spending the money. The females are the ones that's really spending the money. You know what I'm saying? And like they don't have like that type of music.
What? I can't wait till my after show to bring y'all all on together so y'all can just talk. They need to make stuff that is more people want to listen to. And I've noticed that in this area that it's a few artists that I can name. AWOL, you actually make music that can be played. It's a lot of people that I've been touching bases and networking with lately that are really making music that is acceptable in other places. So big ups to AWOL for that.
See, like another thing what artists gotta understand is like this music industry costs a lot of money. You gotta be willing to like spend your money and see like a lot of artists they like to have do stuff like they'll send me songs and it's not mixed, and then I tell them, man, you need to take the music back and get it mixed. Oh man, it sounds good. They'll tell me, yeah, it sounds good. I don't know what you listening to. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's like a thing where you can't tell these artists nothing. And me, I'm a person. I'm in tune with every DJ almost that like spin the records that's in the club. I know every DJ, and I talk to every DJ.
Yeah, and that's what they don't realize as management. It's like it's kind of difficult for us to be like, oh, we gotta come play my artist song. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like it's some boring or it's the same shit. It's like we feel nervous to even present it. They're like, bruh, you gotta pay me to play this. Like, I don't want to spin the block. I don't want people in here fighting. I want them to twerk.
That's what I'm saying. See, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? They give you the type of the music they give me is just like, I can't spend it. I didn't have to send me music that's not even good at all. And I had to tell them like, like, I don't think, music might not be for you. You know what I'm saying? You might need to find you something else to do. No, I get DMs every day from artists and I tell them to send me the music because I need to hear what it is. So if it's not what I know that like the DJs are looking for, then I just can't work. I can't work with you because it's gonna be a waste of time. I can't get it out. They not.
Do you rather work with an artist who got like a hustle with them, or someone who's like who has nothing but has great piece of art or work with music?
I mean, if it's a person that I need a person that's like, if they got like good music, yeah, you gotta have a hustle. Like you gotta be able to grind because like the stuff I'm willing to do, you gotta be willing to do. Like I'm into like going out, passing out the flyers like the old days. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that artists don't do. You know what I'm saying? Like all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of artists here, they think they're really popping when they're really not. You know what I'm saying? They're really not popping. Like even the artists we got here with the 100Ks and all that, it's just like, come on now. These artists ain't getting no shows out of town. So like, how do 10,000 people really know you? DC was so big, you know what I'm saying? So that goes down to where like I stopped paying attention to like views and followers and all that. Like all that shit don't even matter to me. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been to have these artists, your favorite DMV rapper, I'd have been to their show and it's like 20, 30 people in there.
Not even just that. It's like the artist, as an artist, they don't even understand like how much work you got to put in outside of the studio. Like I've been going to artist showcase lately, and the artists can't even complete a 3-song showcase. They is out of breath. They gotta sit down. I'm seeing artists sit down through whole performances. What are you doing? How are you expect us to engage with your energy? Like you ain't 2 Chainz. Like you ain't singing no ballad to us. Like why are you sitting down? You're sitting down because you don't have the wind. Like
now, the only thing about the showcases now that I will say that I don't like because it's just like it don't be enough like people in there. It's more so just a bunch of artists in there. So it's just
I see like, the showcases. I've been throwing my showcases, and I actually been bringing like the audience. Like I feel like that's what I've been focused on my showcases is bringing the audience, because it's like, yeah, you can have a showcase, which I've noticed is showcase when I went to them is there's a whole bunch of other people that make music and they're not really looking at you for your sound. They're not really trying to listen. They're not really even in the space to even collaborate. They're just sitting there. But the artist showcase that I just threw, it had a lot of people for audience purposes. Like I brought a lot of girls out, brought a lot of people that were just wanting to hear, and it was a vibe. It was a vibe. Yes, but I noticed that the artist could not perform completely. That was the problem.
Yeah, see, like the artist showcases, I don't really like encourage rappers to do that. Like me personally, like I'm like locked in with enough producers club promoters to where as though I can take you the right spot. All you got to get is the table and the bottle, and they'll let you perform.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's like, okay, so even if you go to somewhere else and you perform, I'm saying that the artists cannot. They're focused on the art. They're not focused on the entertainment. Yeah, like being engaged with the audience, crowd control. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, a lot of artists, they don't know how to perform. I'd have been to your favorite rapper show and they couldn't perform. You know what I'm saying? Like your favorite DMV rapper show and they couldn't perform. So it's just like the performance is good. And when I seen that, like since I've been working with Killer Keisha, we done did a bunch of shows. You know what I'm saying? Her performance is outstanding. You know what I'm saying? Her engagement with the crowd, all that is outstanding. And that's why I rock with her, because her hustle, you know what I'm saying? Like when I first met her, you know what I'm saying, I already knew like the background that she came from. So it's just like I already know how I had to go into the situation. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and another thing, like see me, I don't be like spending all my money on artists. You know, see a lot of artists, they looking for a manager to fund their career, like, you know, like son them and daughter them, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm not doing that. When I came to her, I told her, like, you know, you got to pay for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, we in the real world. Things happen. So, like, if you fall short, if we go in the studio and you want to do 2 hours, but you only got enough for one, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you I'll give you the rest so you can do 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not spending my money on an artist who not, you know, showing me they really want it. You know what I'm saying?
I completely understand. Okay, so I always come up with a question before we end the interview. So this is my question. For a new artist or aspiring artist or up-and-coming artist, what advice do you have for them?
For a new artist coming in the game, like, you got to really have the sound that people are looking for. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to be different, but like the city we live in, it's no time to be different. It gotta be it or it's not. It gotta be that or it's just that. You know, it gotta be that one track or it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's either it or it's not. I mean, that's the way I look at it. You know, right. And so it's just like people want to come in here and sound like this person. They want to sound like that person. So it's just like, no, it gotta be that. It gotta be that. You know what I'm saying? So just like you can't be coming in here like all that DMV flow music, like I don't even entertain artists with that type of stuff because I already got from DJs that they not spinning it. Like they didn't already DJ. I didn't talk to DJs. They done been around the world and they not spinning that type of music. Like DJs have said, yeah, give me some music from the DMV, and they don't have nothing good to spin. So like all that little DMV flow, all that stuff that like they copy from No Savage, that all the rappers are coming out with now, they don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you a perfect example. If you look on DMV Hoods and News page, every rapper that he posts sounds exactly the same. It sounds like you're reading a never-ending book. All the rappers it's almost like they got the same beats. Like, damn, did you get the same beat from him? Because it's like a never.
I ain't gonna lie. I've heard a lot of rappers with the same beats in the DMV. They going to the same person.
Got the same beat, and you like, damn, it's like a never-ending story. And he and I'm not knocking DMV Hoods and News because you know that's how he make his money. You know, by doing the promo, they pay him. But it's like it's the same. It's almost the same song. It's like nobody's switching it up. And these artists wonder why they ain't nowhere because you're making the same thing. Like, to me, I feel like these rappers are listening to the wrong rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to, like, Lil Baby and all them. Like, they are like I said before, they are the same age as these rappers. So why can't, if they're making the music that's working for them and making them the money and getting them around worldwide, why can't you do it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why can't you do it? The videos, like, it even comes down to the videographers, you know what I'm saying? They charge you all this goddamn money to shoot a video in front of fucking 37 steps. They want like almost 15, they want to charge you 1,500 to shoot, and
Oh my gosh, Trey.
all they shot was a video right there in front of 37 steps. But you want me to pay you 1,500, but the last person was in the neighborhood video. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's like a lot of little things that's like not good, like that hinders the artist here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's what it is.
All right, well, let the people know where they can find you, and when we get the after show started, you will tap in. Give you a shout out.
Treydamanager, I'm gonna pen it. I'm gonna do it, and then y'all can pen it.
All right.
I did. You got a pin the junk. I'll do it.
Okay. All right.
I did Treydamanager. Shout out Treydamanager. Thank you for pulling me.
Appreciate you.
All right, I appreciate y'all having me.
Push the X, and we will. And I'll hit you up and let you tap in for the after show.
All right.
All right, bet. That was nice. All right.
From a manager's perspective, that's
power off.
So who we got next? Who we bringing on next, man? We get hot right now.
Judah used to make beats.
All right. We got Presto in the building. We got Judah.
Hey. Oh.
Hey. What's good?
What's happening?
Nothing.
Man, what's poppin'?
Good. What's going on?
Nothing much. We waiting for you. We ready. We got a line from Treydamanager saying we gonna start this out. Go ahead. No. We gonna introduce you. Then we gonna start off and have a rebuttal to Treydamanager. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Peace. My name is Judah. I'm a producer, studio owner, among many other things, but widely known as a producer and studio owner.
Okay. What area are you from?
I'm from Northeast, Capitol Heights, Suitland. You know, you live everywhere, but originally born in Northeast, 44 and Clay.
Okay, that's what's up.
Okay.
That's what's up. Thank you very much for tapping in tonight.
Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. So, Treydamanager said a lot of stuff about the producers, and I feel like I know for a fact that y'all beg to differ on a lot of stuff that he said. So we're gonna start this interview out with what Trey, rebuttal from Trey. So Trey said the producers are responsible for the rappers having the same sound and them not making music that is marketable. What do you think about that?
I mean, you know, everybody has their opinions and their experiences, and you know, as a studio owner and as a producer, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, like, it's not really the producers. I won't say it's the sound, but a lot of artists are not really working with producers like that. You know that, right? I don't know if everybody on here know that, but a lot of artists are ripping beats off YouTube. A lot of artists are buying beats off BeatStars. That's why you got the same beats everywhere. A lot of people stealing beats off the internet and downloading them off YouTube and using them. So like a lot of artists, they're not really working with producers like that. Let's not get it confused. You know what I'm saying? A lot of younger artists are sitting in the studio with producers and creating all original music. You know, so at the end of the day, like, the production game, the artist game is a little bit different these days. Like, they're not doing that. You know, like the last 2-3 weeks, I recorded like 4 albums for 4 different artists, and 3 of the artists had the same beats. And so, you know, they all getting them from the same place. They leasing the beats. They paying $50 for the beats. You know what I'm saying? They not in there with a producer working on, you know, creating individual sounds. So, I mean, I know it firsthand. And, you know, like I say, it is what it is, man. It's the way that the music game is right now. So, you know, there are some dope producers in the area, but they not getting that work like that in terms of creating sounds for individual artists because the game is different now, you know?
So where you think the state of the game is at right now?
What'd you say, bro?
Where you think the state of the game is right now, since like artists are not really working with producers like how it was back in the day where there's an artist and producer in the studio for hours working on that particular type of sound. Like, where do you think the state of the game is at right now?
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, and I'm a guy. I'm not gonna bore y'all with 20 minutes of negativity, right? So I really like where music is going. I like where music is headed. I like all the opportunities it's giving people, right? But at the same time, you know, it gives you a different sound and a different outcome when you're not in there working with artists as a producer. You know what I'm saying? A quick side note. You know, when I started Studio 43, which is the label that signed Wale, you know, me and Wale would be in the studio every day, chopping samples, playing keyboards, doing different things like that. And we were creating a sound. Me, him, Osinachi, the guy who did Nike Boots, Craig and Tone, Best Kept Secret. We were in my studio, you know what I'm saying? Like creating sounds and creating, you know, records exclusively and specifically for him, you know what I mean? And so that percentage of artists doing that nowadays, it has diminished. And so it's a gift and a curse, right? Because that's the name of the game now. It's like, you know, we don't need a producer. We can go on BeatStars and get a beat for $50, or we can rip them off YouTube, or we could get my man, you know, around the corner to sell me some joints for $25. And, you know, it's just it's the name of the game. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking it, but it's 2022. It ain't 2000 anymore. You know what I mean?
Right. And shout out Judah for dropping some big names on there. Big names he's working with.
I'm sorry, somebody told me.
So yeah, that's just how it is. You know, it's a lot of good, dope artists coming out the area. There's a small percentage of artists from the area, and believe me, all of them has been through my studio. My studio been open for 22 years, and so we never close our doors. Every artist that has came out of the area has been through my studio at some point, and you know, they do find a way to create their own unique sound. One thing too that I don't think was said, you know, earlier, is when we talk about, you know, these artists getting this worldwide play and getting all this, you know, these spins from other area. I mean, we also have to realize too that they got real serious money behind them. You know what I'm saying? And if you understand the business, you know, it's very rare that an artist from anywhere could go in the studio and pay $100 for studio time, pay $50 for a beat, and then that song become a hit, right? But I guarantee you, if you do that process and then you get what a smart manager or a manager that got some plug or some ties and got a bag, and they can put 250 to 500K behind your single, no matter if it's trash or not. If it has just a hint of melodic catchiness and excitement, and it's repetitive, and they can put that 250K to 500 behind it, you guarantee it's going to take it. That's how they play. That's how the game is, right? So it's very rare that, you know, artists are going to pay $150 to record a song and it's going to become a hit. it's like a small 1% to no chance like that's gonna happen. But I guarantee you, if I find a record and I put $500,000 and get the independent radio promoter to push it to the radios and start getting them spins up, that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? That's how it really works. So can't understand.
Right.
We can't just act like all these artists that are on the radio and blowing up just got dope records. Nah, they got the bag behind them. They got, $250,000, $500,000 behind them, pushing that record and paying for that record to get played. So, we got to be honest with these folks, you know what I'm saying, on here, because, thinking you going to record a record and it's going to be a hit, and you only got $500 behind it and some Instagram promo and Facebook promo, it's going to be very difficult unless the right person hear it and say, oh, I'm going to invest in this and we're going to put you with this radio promoter, and it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I just want to tap. I know that I want to tap into something else because I seen you originally at Made in DMV conference, and I noticed like it was a lot of artists. It was a lot of all different types of people there. But there you were talking about artists not necessarily knowing the business aspect of it. Can you tap into that on here?
Yeah, I mean, and also too, it's 2022, so all the information is out there, and I think we all have heard the horror stories of the industry. We all have heard the horror stories of people not getting publishing, people not getting paid. So it's not like it's nothing new. So we not saying anything that's not out there and people can't go research and Google themselves, right? But at the same time, like, the business is the business. And in 2022, if you want to sign a record deal, you already know what that record deal is going to be about, right? Or if you're going to play the independent game, you got to know if you're going to play the independent game, you got to have that money behind it, right? You got to have that money in the relationships. And it's going to be a longer grind. So whatever path you choose to go down, and there's no right or wrong path, right? It's only what's right for you as an individual. But whatever path you decide to go down, you got to understand the business that come along with those individual paths, right? And if you sign a deal, you got to understand, they're giving you an investment. It may be a 360. You're going to have to perform when you don't want to perform. You're going to have to do what they say do. That's going to come with it, right? If you do it independently, you're going to have the creative control, but you're going to have to put a lot of your money up. You're going to have to, you're going to have to pay some people. You're going to have to work the room. You got to network. You're going to have to put a lot of your money up and be selfish and things like that. So that's really what that whole conversation, part of that conversation was about is, whatever path you choose, just know which way you're going to go down and the pros and cons of those individual paths. You know what I'm saying?
Completely. I completely understand what you're saying. I completely understand that. Okay, so the last question that we have is we always pick one question to ask. For up-and-coming artists and new artists or people that are thinking about doing music, what would be your number one choice of advice for them?
Oh, man. I feel your question. I hate that question because it's not one answer for everybody. Everybody's path is different. And for me, it was really just be creative, treat people right, and, and just be creative and treat people right. You know what I'm saying? And that, whether you're an artist or a producer or engineer or whatever, just be creative, treat people right, be just with your dealings, and, do good business. And you're going to survive, 22 years. You feel what I mean? So it's just, it is what it is. Just treat people right, be just, be honest, and it's going to be all right, And that's not even just for music. That's for every aspect of life,
Completely. I just want to thank you so much. Like, you are very inspiring. 22 years, correct?
Right, 22 years. And let me tell you something, what's funny about that, right?
22 years in.
22 years, I'm only 43, right? So I started I started actually making music when I was 19, and my studio is in Clinton, Maryland right now, but I originally started in St. Barnabas Road, right? And so 22 years, when people hear that, and I am one of the longest running black-owned studios in the area, outside of Night Flight, and studios like that, but you know, one thing in our community is when, you know, being open for 22 years, it's like a wow. It's like, wow, really, 22? Nah, we should expect to be open and own a business for 22 years. It shouldn't be a surprise. It shouldn't be no like heavy accomplishment, or like you go in business for longevity. So when I say 22 years, it's not to get accolades. It's just to be like, yeah, you're supposed to be in business for 22 years. I own the building. It's a brick and mortar. Like you should want to be in business for 22 years. So it shouldn't be any surprise. That's why we get into this game. So, you know, we got to stop that in our community. You know what I mean? Like, oh, wow, you open for 22 years? Oh, you still doing that? Yeah. I got Safeway been open for however long. You don't go in there and say, y'all still open? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, and we doing it in an area where it's very tough, right? Because you already know if you're doing bad business in the area, you ain't going to last long. People going to talk about you. You know, it ain't going to, you know, so, you know, you just got to be honest and be, you know, be just with all your dealings and be an honorable person. You feel me?
Completely. Let the people know where they can find you at.
I mean, I'm on IG at Judah Used to Make Beats, Twitter, Judah on the Beats. Yeah, I may be sometime for the right situation, but you know, studio owner and just creating and giving an opportunity and creating a creative space for these young artists and producers and everything. So, you know, y'all can holler at me and you know, get in the studio and work with other producers and other artists. That's what it's there for.
We appreciate you so much for coming tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All good. And y'all do a contest too, and whoever win, they get some free studio time. So hook your folks up, all right?
Hey, see,
y'all heard that? Hey, y'all. Everybody listening around now, y'all already heard that from Judah himself.
Yeah, make sure you.
Yeah, y'all run a contest for y'all folks. Y'all, you know, diehard fans and listeners and people that tap into you if they are artists, and whatever contest it is.
We gonna do a beat contest. They got rap. We want to hit them bars.
All good. Yeah, and I throw them a couple hours. Let them create. Let them, you know, figure it out. Y'all can come in, tape it, you know, be in there, whatever y'all want to do. But make sure, you know, it's for the community and make sure it's a good contest and somebody that needs the time, they can get it, all right?
Completely. We definitely understand. We understand the assignment. Definitely.
All good, man.
We definitely can tap in. Thank you so much for your time. And we appreciate you for coming on Fuck That Shit.
All good. I appreciate y'all inviting me, man. Anything y'all need, let me know, all right?
Thank you so
much. Stay there. Appreciate you.
Peace.
That was beautiful.
Hey, you already know Judah used to make beats. He don't make beats. He used to make beats. If you wanted some beats, it better be some fire.
He still make beats. He only do it for the right number and the right talent and the right grind. Yeah.
You better come with the right heat and the right budget. Don't play.
Don't even play it. Oh, okay. This live about to end in 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, what time is it? Yeah, it's about to end in 30 seconds.
End it, and then we'll tap back in with Presto and Don.
Tell them make sure they pull up and tell them make sure they right there.
Come back, part 2.
Yeah, don't leave yet. We still getting lit. Y'all don't leave yet.
Yes, it's still lit. Oh, I had too much beats, and we gonna rock out with my game.
You might as well play somebody before we leave out. Crank somebody.
I am. I'm on it. You know that.
Just trying to make sure. Yeah, you my partner.
You know that. You know I'm on it. I'm like, we got a pause. Let me fill it in. So you feel it in.
Fuck that shit. IG podcast, 8 o'clock to 10 p.m. every Wednesday. Don't miss out. Tune in. Special guests, special opportunities, jewels being dropped every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, we ended in 20 seconds. Everybody add you back on. Just tune in back on.